Oh, we have privilege out there. You hear all the time about privilege this and privilege that, even though it's always sold as white privilege. There's privilege in this society. It doesn't have a skin color, though. It's called system privilege. The truth is this. Now that the cultural Marxists control our system, you watch this show so you know what the system is. It's everything. So it's all around us now. Schools, media, music, movies, sitcoms, politicians. It's everything. Corporate America. Well, since the cultural Marxists control all this now, here's how it works. It doesn't really matter if what you believe is right or wrong, if what you're saying is true or false. None of that matters at all. If you're saying and doing things that hurt the system, that hurt the goal of the cultural Marxists that control our system, you will be destroyed. They will try the best they can to destroy you. And vice versa, if you are either on the top or on the bottom, but if you are anywhere involved in pursuing the goals of the system, in furthering the goals of the system, life is good. I mean, that's one of the uncomfortable things we don't talk about enough on the show. Self-interest, when you get a system this rotted and corrupt, and you also acknowledge most human beings will pursue their own self-interest, and you and I are adults, we have to acknowledge that, right? Self-interest determines that you should just go along with the system, shouldn't you? Let's be honest, life is good. Life is good. You saw Janet Yellen recently. There was that big story that came out. She left the Obama administration, went right to Wall Street and made something like $5 to $10 million. I don't know. I don't have the story in front of me. Then, of course, right back into the government as soon as a Democrat gets elected. That's how it works for everybody who helps the system. Oh, here's a cushy Wall Street job. Oh, you're done with us now? Wow, this college that I happen to know really well, they're going to pay you $500,000 to come give a speech. That okay? Oh, what you need to do is you need to start a cancer charity. You remember Joe Biden's cancer charity? They gave nothing to cancer. Made a few people a couple $1,000,000, though. That's how the system works. If you simply aid the system, it's profitable. And that's why you and I have an uphill climb. Because going forward, life is going to be a lot easier if you're just willing to kind of say what the system wants you to say. And if you want to oppose it and stand up to it, it's going to hurt. How do I know this? Well, I have a great example here. Black Lives Matter. You know that group? Probably the largest and definitely the deadliest domestic terror group in the United States of America. Spent last summer burning, looting, and murdering across multiple U.S. cities. Multiple cops killed in Dallas a few years back. You remember all this. That group that now has corporate sponsorship and making millions. Oh, listen to this. This is from the AP. Quote, a financial snapshot shared exclusively with the AP shows the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation took in just over $90 million in 2020. The group hopes to be known for more than just protests. They want to see black communities thriving. Let's pause there for a moment. Let's remember, although I think they've scrubbed the website by this point in time, they want to see black communities thriving. Remember, one of the central planks of Black Lives Matter was the destruction of the nuclear family. Oh, yes. I can think of nothing that will help black communities thrive more than ruining the family environment. Come on now. Oh, what were their expenses? I'm glad you asked. Quote, last year, the foundation's expenses were approximately $8.4 million. That includes staffing, operating, and administrative costs, along with activities such as civic engagement. I love that. Rapid response, another gold one, and crisis intervention. Now, I only went to community college, and I'll admit, full disclosure, I had to drop algebra a few times. Math is not actually my specialty here, but took in $90 million, spent a little over $8 million. That seems like they made quite a profit, doesn't it? You see, it pays to help the system. They were good to the system. They were great at causing death and murder and chaos and creating an environment of chaos that would cause the public to be tense and want a change at the top. That's how people operate. That's how people work. Black Lives Matter did their job. Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.